You're watching the final project for my summer independent study. This summer, I took on the challenge of studying Brazil, the food and its culture, and the intersect of where those two things meet. After looking at the various regions of Brazil, I came up with this one particular street food because it sounds good, it sounds like something I would be in the mood for, and it's called Pão de Queijo. So this is basically Brazilian cheese bread, and it doesn't look terribly difficult, so I'm excited to make it. Hopefully it comes out nice, should be crispy on the outside, and gooey, cheesy on the inside. And what's more, I think this is actually fate. I was meant to make this because on the bag of tapioca flour, there is a recipe for easy Brazilian cheese bread. I mean, it's right there. So without further ado, I have everything set up here. It's relatively simple. We got tapioca flour, cheese blend, which is shredded mozzarella and Parmesan that I've shredded off cam, salt, eggs, milk, and olive oil. So the first step for our Brazilian cheese bread, pão de queijo, is to get some oil, milk, and salt on the stove. Bring that to a simmer, and we should be about halfway there. I hope I don't spill the milk, because I will cry, actually. But the reason why I say that is because this little ramekin is filled to the brim. So I'm nervous right now. Hopefully I don't. And lastly, our salt here. And once that comes to a simmer and starts to bubble up ever so slightly, I'm gonna bring it over, mix it in with the flour, and let it cool for a little bit. All right, so we got the bubbles formed on top. Gently simmered milk and oil mixture is going into the tapioca. And I'm just gonna mix this until pretty much all the loose tapioca flour has been incorporated into the mix, into the dough. Hear that? This kind of feels, it's giving focaccia, like it's very oily. I might have let my hand slip a little bit with the oil. Pão de queijo, more like pão de queijo dough. Oh, please give me an A. All right, so now that this is mostly homogeneous, I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes while it cools down, and then I'm gonna add the eggs and cheese and get it into the oven. All right, it's been a few minutes, so I'm gonna whisk these eggs carefully real quick. Now these eggs are whisked, I'm gonna get the cheese in there as well. Do like a little simultaneous waterfall. All right, I think this is mostly homogeneous. I can't really see any egg or cheese or anything really unique in there, nothing distinct. So we have a mostly cohesive dough at this point. I've mixed it sufficiently, everything looks good. It looks like it's one consistency. It's there. So I'm gonna try to roll these by hand since I do not have an ice cream scooper. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, maybe I've bit off more than I can chew here. I actually don't think I can roll these. They're not that firm. Oh no, it's bad. They're not rolling at all. Okay. Let's see if there's a plan B. Okay, I found an ice cream scoop, but it is not the clicky version, so I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of there. I feel like that might work. It looks like a ball, sort of. Pão de queijo right there, that's pretty good. So the recipe I used has the measurements laid out to make 24 of these little cheese balls. I only have 12. So maybe I poured too much into these and they are going to take longer than 20 minutes, but regardless, they should take at minimum 20 minutes in the oven. I'm gonna check on them at that time and see how things are going. We're gonna report back. All right, it has been exactly 20 minutes and my pão de queijo are too dark. I just looked at them and I'm freaking out. I don't know how I somehow messed this up. But they're brown and they're not supposed to be brown. They're supposed to be like a light golden color. I followed the recipe exactly. But this is it. This is my Brazilian cheese bread, my pão de queijo. Dark brown on the bottom. Kind of like a golden brown on the top. A cheese pull, maybe? Not really. Not really a cheese pull there. So I fear I may have cooked off too much moisture. But they still are a little stretchy. I think they're overcooked. for sure. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Brazil, you kind of snapped on this one. Now, if only I made it correctly, I think it would be even better. I think I just overdid it with the oil. And so maybe it was like too conducive. The heat transfer was too efficient. Something went wrong. This is not gonna be my only foyer into Brazilian food. I will continue trying to make Brazilian dishes and getting better at this, but until then, thank you for watching. Oh, Professor, please give me an A on this project. Please, sorry I messed it up.